Hey guys, it's Fluffy Bunny here. Today, for my very first video, whoever's watching, we will be learning how to draw this realistic eye. Okay, and in this video, we will be needing a tissue, pencil, or a pacer. You can use whichever pencil, but I would prefer to use an HB or a 2B. And an eraser. So let's begin. Okay, in this first part, you're going to draw a box. It can be as big as you want it, but I'm just going to make like this. And then within that box, after you do it, you want to draw a line like that. I'm not going to make it exactly the same because that's going to be very, very difficult. Now, once you have that, you want to make an almond shape. And by doing an almond shape, you want to leave this much. You want to leave that much of a gap. And then starting on the top of your little line you just drew, bring it up and have a little curve and bring it down like that. So that this line is this one here. And with the bottom one, you want to do the exact same thing, but a little wider as we have here. If you can see that. So you would want it that line. If you come back down, you will, sorry about the shadow, want to bring it wider and then curve it off and bring it down. Now, it may take some time to get used to. I'm trying to get used to it whilst holding my phone. Once you have that, I'm going to give you guys a second to process that, because this line represents the middle, and then you got your almond. If you can, never mind, sorry about that, forgot that my phone rotates. Okay, once you have that, you want to come back over here to this little part, and you want to bring it out and down and around, back down, so it looks a little something like that. Once you have that, you want to still work on it, but by doing so, you would want to bring one half circle looking thing up, and by going from here, you want to bring it down here, like so. I'll just fix that up. So then it'll look like, in a way, it will look like legs. You can see there. Or a pair of pants if you prefer. By leaving that small gap. Okay. Once you have that little bit, we've got to come over here. Now, we're going to do the iris, which is this part here. And in determination on where you want that will be where you set it on this line. You can have it going up here by doing a circle up this way. So it's looking towards up near the forehead, because this part here is that little that's going towards the nose. Just draw a little shadow for the nose or something. So that represents the nose. It won't be that close though. Once that happens, once you find out where you want to put it, I'm just gonna do what I did up here and make it come up around. So I'm gonna start up here, bring it just past that line. Curve it off. Again, you can make it as big or as small as you want, and we can get into a bit more depth in my later videos on the eyes. Okay, once you have that, you can see up here that it's almost a full circle for the pupil. So that you want to actually leave about 1/2 centimeter all the way around, and that will be your pupil, like so. Gosh, isn't it? So now you got the base of it, as you can see there. Before you want to start doing details, you will want to rub out that box. Give me a second. Okay, once you've rubbed out that box, you'll start to see what's left you need to do. Sorry, I almost rubbed out a whole pupil there, and I accidentally rubbed out my nose. Okay, so you got that. But so we're gonna start off by doing the upper eyelid, because as you can see here, we left a gap for the eyelashes, and we've also left a gap here for the little lashes. So what we're gonna do for that is you're gonna start about here and bring it all the way over here, if you can see that. So that little line there, from this line here. You don't want it too big, otherwise it's gonna look a little funny. Remember, we're trying to do a realistic eye. If you would like me to do a few different anime eyes or anything like that, just feel free to leave a comment in the section below. I'm not using any other subscriptions or anyone else to do this. I've been doing this for a while. That's Skype going off, sorry. So once you've done that, you want to do the bottom one. So again, same thing, just not as far. Oops. So with that, you want to start from here and go all the way over about here. So that way it won't be as long. So once again, you want that line there to go all the way over here, like so. I like to start from the left and go to the right. Again, you don't want to make it too wide of a line, or too far away, should I say. Otherwise it's just got to look funny. Like what I accidentally did just there. Sorry about the shadowing, I'm trying to get the best angle possible so that way you can still see. There you go. So now you got an eye that looks like that. Okay, so once you have that little line, you want to do your eyelashes. Now remember, they don't go the same way, they go different ways. So I'll do it over here. So that's the eye over there. Some Some will flick out like this, and then others will just go straight up, and then others will flick out this way. So we're just going to pretty much do a crisscross motion, sorry. But you want to make sure it has that little flick up the top, as you can see there. Okay, so I like to start from the left and go to the right with the eyelashes. You can start from the middle and go the other way if you really want to. If you're left-handed, it'll be easier going from right to left, so that way it doesn't smudge. Or another way you could do it, if you prefer, if you are right-handed and you want to go from right to left, you can grab your tissue and actually lean on that, like so, and then you can just flick like that, or the other way, so that way your picture doesn't get smudged. But once again, I prefer to go from my left to my right. And don't worry, I'll be doing more realistic parts in the future. So with that, you want to go 1, 2, 3, and then after you do a couple of them, just separate them a bit, and then you want to come back in. You want to come back in. Oh, it's not focusing. There we go. And then start doing some straight ones here. It doesn't matter if you go over that line a little bit, because you won't see it when you come back. Maybe you can. But you can easily rub that out if you prefer, if you don't like it, which I don't. So I'm going to rub that out. And the line has disappeared, so I'm going to just go over that. But once again, just do a few little flicks here and there. Crisscross it, and make sure it's a one motion flick with each one. And again, feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments or questions you would like to know. You're welcome to ask. Terrible with my camera, I'm sorry. I just like to go through and just kind of do it all at once. And once again, you don't have to do it in this order, but this is the order I like to go through. Once you got that, you want to finish off this little bit here. So now you got your eyelashes like that, which will look similar up there, but I just did the shading in the background, so for the actual eyelid, we'll get that towards the end. And again, same purpose, just instead of going all weird and wonderful ways at the bottom, you just want to do small little flicks. Yeah. So I'll come back over here towards my other eyelashes and just want to separate them a little and kind of give them that little edge. Once you come towards the middle, you'll see me start making them straight, more straight like so, and then I'll start curling them around like that. Now, if we come back to the actual eye itself, oh look at that, I still have a bit of a sketch mark, that's okay. You want to come around and just do little ones. I like to kind of like, some of them I like bunched up, so it gives off that little look, as I did up here. You'll see them getting a little bunched up every now and then. That's the kind of look I like, but you don't have to do that. Sorry, my toe got itchy. You can do whatever you like with your eyelashes. and your eyes. So if you just continue going around, I like doing one motion every now and then I like to come to the middle, start going back in and out, so I know where the middle is. I can start bringing them down at the straight eyelash, and then I come over here, bring it down, do the same motion all the way down. Just like so. And there you go, you got your bottom lashes done. Now, here comes the fun part. More eyelashes, except we're doing the top ones going the opposite way. What I mean that is, we'll just do a few little ones here. What I mean by that is we're doing some form of reflection. So instead we're doing it down, and then we'll still crisscross it, just in the opposite direction. And we'll make it the reflection as we have here from your eyelashes up here. Like, now you don't want to make them too hard, because you're gonna shade over it and smudge it in with your tissue. Yes, you can do that, believe it or not. Now you want to go all the way across where your eyelashes begin and where they finish. So they'll be about over here. Just give it a bit of a layering if you like so. If I'm going too fast, please let me know in my next video so I can improve. So now you'll have something like that. Once you have that, you would want to start doing the pupil. And by doing the light in the pupil, is I sometimes go around, draw some form of blob to make it. My camera would focus, I'll be fantastic, but it's not. So make some form of blob as it would in a real photo or anything like that. And so you can still see the eyelashes coming off. You got one up here. Up here I do have two on the actual pupil itself. So I will draw that one in place as well. Just like so. That way it looks like it's already been a photo taken. After that, you just want to shade all that excess in. All the white parts you've just done pretty much. You drew around or inside. You want to make that as dark as possible. I like doing circular motions, so that way it keeps the same shade all the way through, keeping the one motion. After you've done that, give me a second, I like to round off the edges by doing a curling kind of motion, and like that. So once you have that, you can bring it out. See from a distance that it's starting to look that more realistic. And then you want to start doing this. So what I like to do, instead of drawing it to give it that more realistic look, which I've done here, I actually come back over here. I actually go down as well as dragging my pencil or pacer around, go towards the bottom, then the top. And then once you feel comfortable, you'll get that nice little shade, or the nice light coming off it. And you'll have your pupil here. It'll look better once I actually show you. So what I like to do is I do lines this time. Make sure there's somewhat a gap and not overly dark, so it'll blend in with your pupil. But once you get to a certain point you want for the light to be, you would bring it around, shorten it, come back up to the top, and just might want to round that off a little bit. Just come back up and make sure you still leave a gap, and then cut that off like so, just like what we've done up here. I am using one tone at the moment, sort of. I mean, I'm using the same pacer I have been throughout the whole video, but once you get the hang of doing the same kind of strokes and whatever else, you'll be able to start using different shades of pencil or pacer, or figure out how heavy you want to have your pencil or pen. You can even draw in pen. A good artist I would recommend you to, her name is Mei Yu. I'll leave her link in the description because she is fantastic. She has some awesome tutorials, all sorts of stuff. So once you have that, that's what you're left off with. We're getting there. Sorry this video is very long. If you want to clean up a bit, just grab your eraser and just bring it around like that. And then you just want to fix up your little bits and pieces. I'm pushing my easel back. Okay, once you have that, oh, I forgot about this little part. You want to shade this part in fairly dark, leaving a gap for your light. Same down here, but a little lighter, like that. Once you've done that, you want to come back to the eye. You actually want to shade a little bit in, going from the middle, the corner, all the way down, like that. And then come over to your right side here. You want to also shade there, which will give you the illusion of it looking wet and real, very real indeed, like what we've done up here. And then after you've got your two little bits of shading, grab your tissue and then just get the corner or something. You want to make circular motions around, and that way it leaves a smudge. That's what I was talking about before. You're still able to see your eyelashes, but if you don't, that's fine, because you don't always see the eyelashes. You just want to keep that circular motion, make sure it stays in one area kind of thing, and make sure you cover the whole entire eye, because it's never ever completely white, as I've noticed with most pictures that I've been taking. I can do some photography as well, but once you've done that, you can grab your eraser and just bring it around like so. Just a little, make a bit of white in the eye, in the white of your eye. So that way, it's that little effect on, again, the photo. Like that. If you want to zoom out a bit, that's what you have so far. Remember, we are doing a realistic video, a realistic eye for the video, so it's going to be quite long. But once you've done that, you want to do your eyelid. With that, you want to come up about here, and you want to bring it up quite wide and out, stop about there, and come back down a little bit about the middle, and bring that around as well. So that will make the crease. We'll go back to all that. And then you want to bring that part around and down. So you got 3 lines at the moment. If you don't like it like that, you can just add a few more here and there. And then with that, you want to give it a nice light shade. You can make your little wrinkles a bit darker if you like. So there's a bit of definition in there. But pretty much you're done. But if you want the eyebrow, I suggest, and it's round like that, I suggest coming just a little wider than just the edge of your eye here. Come around. This is just the outline of an eyebrow, and about there. And with this line, you will just do flicks on the top of it. Make some light and dark lines so you got the difference of the tones. And then you want to do the same, except, again, mirrored. Oops. My lead just broke. And then, why does it break? I was having troubles with this before I made the video. Yeah, just like that. And most eyebrows actually have that little bit of hair sticking up and then going back in, like so. And there you have it. You got your beautiful eye. Sometimes I like to make mine a bit more down. But there you go. There's your eye. And I hope you enjoyed. Give my video a like, and some suggestions would be excellent. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.